Okay, so we're back the next day after the fish have been in the tanks, and I've wiped down the glass. I've rounded up the dead, and I prepared the foods to feed them for the first time since they've been here. It's late in the day, I've been slam busy, customers all day. As far as dead fish go, on the entire 30 boxes of fish, we had one little yellow calvus, one Cyprichromis catumba, one Synodontis lucipinus, and one green plantum pleco. 4 dead fish out of 4 different suppliers, 30 boxes of fish. Worth over $16,000 in your stores. I'd say excellent. So we're gonna feed them and look at the condition of the fish the next day, first feeding. You seen them yesterday straight out of the box. We're gonna start with some wild MOBA Frontosa. We also got some Lamprologus tretrocephalus in there. Carnivore fish, they could eat pretty much most foods that you have. We're gonna start with some frozen mysis shrimp, just to get them interested in taking food right away. Let's see if they will come out and take some frozen shrimp. We'll give that to them. They're going to be super shy. We have some Macula Frontosa up here in this tank that have been here for a while, fully acclimated. But this mysis shrimp will be a treat to them. Let's see if they'll come out as well. Give them a little bit. Of course, all the fish are going to be shy. We've been walking around quite a bit. Here comes the wild MOBAs out to eat the shrimp. The first one came out. And once one comes out, they all seem to copy. So these are wild fish. Just got unpacked yesterday, feeding on some frozen mysis shrimp. You can see they are doing well. Coming out of the box, what's normal that we see is some fin damage. And we're going to show after feeding how we're going to do the initial treatment for the fin damage. We're going to treat with natural solar salt. Nice sized Tretrocephalus coming out. I mean, amazing, incredible looking. Let's give them some more food. Again, these are wild MOBA Frontosa. We brought in a smaller size this time, $110 a fish. They're all 4 inches or better. I'd say 4 to 5 inches in size. We've been asked for a lower price, smaller size fish. People will grow them out, save a little bit of money growing them out. But super nice. You can see they're devouring the frozen shrimp. There comes the big Tetracephalus. Look at that thing coming out. Look at that. He's like, where's my share? He's just a little shy, still behind. Let's see if they take, try some colored pellets that we feed. These are color enhancing pellets. We like to get them over to. It's a lot cheaper to feed, does really well. But of course the fish generally love the frozen food better. So you can see they've all come out, they're eating. There was 0 losses on these fish. And what's typically normal is a little bit of fin damage from shipping. We'll treat that with some salt. And the fins generally come back within 1 to 2 weeks. They'll be back and then starting to look, fabulous. So this tank we have F1 yellow calvus. And I'm going to try starting them off on some frozen brine. These are F1, so they're used to different feeds. But they're super shy. We'll see if they come out and eat. Yellow calvus. You're going to have to back up from the tank, let that fish come out. Just to feel safe. And you can see at least the F1s, they're wanting to come out, they're wanting to eat. You need to back up a little bit, aim it on the angle so he feels safe. He'll come out and eat. Let's go to the next thing. They're going to eat once we walk away. These are some wild white calvus. You can see the wild calvus don't even come out in front. They're all just shy, want to hide in the back. But I'm going to start them out on some frozen brine also. Calvus are just a shy fish until they get used to being fed. These are white calvus. Let's see, no, it doesn't look like they're gonna want to hide in the caves. They don't want to come out and eat, but they'll come and eat as soon as I walk away. They smell it, that's for sure. Some of these black calvus, we'll go to the next tank. I go ahead and do brine shrimp on these two. Some of these black calvus, like a half dozen have been here, so maybe they'll eat right away, but there's another 20 pieces that, oh yeah, see the ones that have been here, 6 of them, they just came straight to the front. And that's what you'll expect with the rest. Once I've have them here for a week or two, they'll just come out like that. But there's 20 pieces in the back that just got here yesterday, they don't want to come out. But this half dozen, it's been here for a while, so they're used to me coming and feeding, and this brine shrimp will be a treat to them. Let's see if the other wilds will copy them and come out. It looks like just the 6 of the older residents, and the 20 wilds just want to hide. But like I said, after a few days, a week or so, all the fish will come out and eat regularly. But at least you can see some of the black calvus are already fully acclimated, conditioned, ready to go. That's a bit. So these are the F1 yellow calvus. As you can see, they are coming out and eating. But F1, they are born and raised in the United States. So they're used to coming out in front of people, where you've seen most of the wild calvus are shy. But you can see super nice, very rare yellow calvus. And we have them, males and females. Wild Cyprichromis catumba. Out of the whole shipment, this one, we lost one, couple swimming funny. But Cyprichromis out of the whole shipment, I would consider some of the most delicate species of the shipment. In fact, I stopped doing them for several years now. We used to breed them and produce hundreds of them, actually, the little F1s back in the day. And out of all the species I shipped, Cyprichromis just seemed to have a higher DOA ratio than others. But I wanted to do it again. I seen them on the list, wild catumbas. Let's see if they come out for some frozen brine. They're just starting to get their color back. There they go. Let me step down, see if they can get them on camera. So in this tank, I have Julidicromis ornatus, F1, feeding them some frozen brine. They're all a little shy. They want to come out and eat, but frozen brine. They're Julidicromis ornatus in stock, $15 each. Pretty good price, born and raised here in California. Nice. This tank I have Julidicromis dickfeldi. A little bit less shy than the ornatus. You can see they all just come out and eat. Feeding them some frozen brine, it's a treat for them. These are F1, born and raised here in California. $15 each, as shown. Obviously males and females. Super nice quality. These are already fully, quarantined. They were born and raised in California, lived their whole life here, so they're good to go. These are some wild goldhead compressiceps, Altolamprologus compressiceps, wild goldheads. Let's see if they'll come out. That guy's been here, so he came out right away. His face got beat up by another one, but let's see if those wilds in the back, the new arrival, are those nice big ones in the back. Let's see if they'll come out. Those females in the front been here. There's some nice big males coming out in the back. Can you get them in the camera? I know it's a little tough with those big ones in the back. Goldhead compressiceps, having their first meal and some frozen brine. They'll start taking it. They're getting curious. There they go. These fish have only been in the United States for about 8 days now. And you can see, like I said, my supplier's been doing this since I was in diapers. 40 plus years, and I've been doing it for 20 plus years. Here we have some of the loopies. I'd say just shy of 3 inches, 2 3/4 inch, maybe 3 inches at best. Definitely getting ready to be breeding size. The loopies just came in. It's gotta be what, at least 25, couple dozen at least, in this tank. And super nice, F1. And bred and raised here in the United States, F1. Doing nice. In stock on the website. I think these are fairly cheap, like 20 bucks. Ready to pair up. This tank, F1 Helianthus, coming out to eat some frozen brine shrimp. Now go to this tank. This tank I have F1 Multifasciatus. They're a little shy with the flash. There's no decor. They're used to having PVC pipe fittings and shells and stuff to hide in. We haven't put them in the tank. They just got here yesterday. We want to be able to see them. Make sure everything is good and clean. But they will come out and eat. They're just a little shy. You can show the Helianthus are coming out more now. F1 Synodontis petricola. Getting a treat with some frozen brine shrimp. These have been here, you know, domestic raised. You can see they come out as soon as they smell the shrimp. In stock. These are $15 each. I'd say 2 inches, just about. Some a little smaller. This tank is Synodontis lucipinus. So many people ask what's the difference. I look at these fry, they look a little different. I'd say spots are more spread out. And they're small. I don't know, it's the second time I ever tried ordering lucipinus, and the first time I know it wasn't even close. This time, I don't know, I just got them yesterday. I've always seen on the wild list Synodontis petricola, but Synodontis lucipinus, that's what these were called. Still a little shy, just got here yesterday. They want to come out and eat, but they know I'm here. Here I have wild-caught Enanthiopias caliza. I'm going to start them out on some frozen brine. Again, these just got here yesterday. I got 4 males, 2 females. Everything came in alive. The males are getting their color back. They didn't have too much color yesterday, but you could see a huge difference in just one day. You got to remember, the video we shot was straight out of the bag. These fish have been in a box for 24 hours at least. They finally get back into a tank for almost 24 hours into a tank, and you can just see they're incredible. All they want to do is eat and have some clean, fresh water. Be left alone, really. But you can see they're adjusting, acclimating, and they're going to come along just fine. These are on the website, fish in stock, a little bit pricey. I think they're $85 a piece, but only 6 came in. That's all I can get. I think we're going to start feeding the vegetarians. Here the vegetarians, we feed a spirulina pellet and a spirulina wafer. The pellet kind of breaks down quickly. The wafer takes, a good 45 minutes to break down. We used to use spirulina flake, but it's messy, gets in the filters. More food is wasted with the flake. With the pellet, they can eat right away. With the wafer, it mimics the natural habit of grazing off the algae off the rocks the way vegetarians do. They don't really get a meal all at once. They're grazing on those rocks throughout the day, and the wafer kind of mimics that. These are labio, Tropheus, fuliborni, marmalade cats, males and females. You can see they just came out and devoured that spirulina pellet. This is a vegetarian fish. You only want to feed, there's people that will feed all kinds of stuff, but I say spirulina. The pellet and the wafer is just works great for us. We don't get no bloat. Number 1 rule to the bloat is don't overfeed. How do you tell if you overfed? If I come back in 10 minutes and there's still food on the bottom of that tank, I overfed. Skip a day, feed less next time. You can see there's no problem with hunger here on these fish. Give them some wafers. See, the wafer, they can't make it disappear so fast. They get to graze it like they do in the natural habitat, which is what a vegetarian fish naturally does. They don't just fill their gut up real quick with those pellets. So we give a little bit of pellets to get them going, and then we'll let them graze on the wafers. And that works out well. Let's move down to these Ben here, tank raised, domestic raised, super nice MCATs. They are on the website. The smaller ones I think are 15, bigger ones are, I think they're 30, 35, something like that. But they're all on the website, fishing stocks, super nice, full color males.
What is your website?
CaliforniaCichlids.com. Let's look at the wild red rainbow Tropheus. Everybody likes these. So Tropheus, again, vegetarian. We feed the same pellets. These are wild caught, just got here yesterday. First feeding. Let's see how they do. We didn't lose any, and we ordered 50. And I actually had one laying on its side yesterday, but he must be swimming around today because I can't find any dead ones in there. And let them come out for the food in a second. You got the light right in their face. They're scared. Let them come out so you can see the food. Let me back up. And, right now, these fish just got here, so they don't know. They're just a little shy, but you can see they want to eat. And we fed the carnivores the frozen brine, frozen mysis previously. And as soon as we walked away from those tanks just ate all the food. We had to go back and feed again. And these guys obviously want to come out and eat. Let's see if we give them a few wafers. I don't really like it when they land on the sponge. They tend to not find them all the time. But red rainbow Tropheus in stock. The larger ones are 55, the smaller ones are 45. Males, females, trios. You can see they're doing well. Still a little shy. They want us to give them some privacy, but they are coming out and going after the man-made pellet. By the end of the week, they'll be all over this stuff. These are the Tropheus moragos, wild caught. We put the food in there. They are super shy. They're all looking at it. They're all looking at me. And they're like, just get away from the tank and I'll come out and try that stuff. They're still really shy. Just got here. They were incredible coming out of the bag yesterday. They're just shy. They don't want to come out yet. But wait till you see the difference next week. I'll be their best friend and they'll be like, food, 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 feed me. But wild caught Tropheus morago in stock on the website. Zero DOA, excellent condition. So in this tank I have some young Mdoka white lips. Placidochromous phenochylis Mdoka white lips. And we feed them. The last type of food that we use is a super color enhancing cichlid pellet, which we sell for $10 a pound, 5 pounds for $40. And it does well. The only rule is don't overfeed. It's a highly concentrated feed. So we pretty much showed the feeds that we use on several tanks. I'm going to get on to showing the salting of the tanks after the new arrivals to help with the frayed fins and skin injuries and stuff like that next. Mdoka white lips in stock on the website. I believe these are $25 a piece. At one time our best selling fish. Sold hundreds of these one year. I think it was 2016. Couldn't get enough of these things. Very difficult to tell the males and females apart. Both nice color. I think that's why everybody likes it. Okay, so the new arrivals, the fish, we fed them. They've eaten pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and salt them, you know, for the frayed fins and stuff like that. Anything on the skin, the gills and stuff like that. It really helps. This is the bag of salt. I've been using it since I was a kid. Most people are used to buying the milk cartons off the local fish shop shelf, but they sell it at Home Depot. It's like $6 for 40 pounds. The measurement we use is 1 tablespoon per 5 gallons. When I went to visit all the farms in Florida, I noticed, this was a few years back, I noticed there was pallets of this salt on every farm I visited. And I've been using it since I was a kid. So just to let you know, it's available at Home Depot in the water softener department. That is the bag you get. There's 3 bags over there at Home Depot. Don't get confused. There's the info for you. So we've already pre-measured out a measuring cup. We come take a scoop. I've got the line set out to 120 gallons. We're gonna treat a 240 gallon tank. So it's gonna get a couple scoops. And that measurement equals 1 tablespoon per 5 gallons for a 240 gallon tank. And we'll just let that salt dissolve in the tank. We are gonna go through and pretty much treat everything that came in. Everything that came in already had a fresh water change on the tank before it came in. I have a worker coming tomorrow and on Monday, and he will begin water changes again.
What about the food?
We have some amazing driftwood also. It's $8 a pound. Amazing driftwood. This stuff all sinks. It's all pre-soaked, aquarium ready. It will still release some tannins, but it has been soaked, so it does sink. I got floating if you want floating, but this stuff is all set aside as it sinks and has been soaked. $8 a pound. Pretty good price. But anyways, that's the salt on our Frontosa. We're gonna go pretty much do a bunch of tanks. Just wanted to show you how we do it. Once again, it's 1 tablespoon per 5 gallons. Seems to work for us. This is an external. You know, all week we're gonna be observing the fish, looking for anything that requires medication treatment. Either I can medicate the whole tank, or I can pull whatever fish and isolate it into a 20 gallon on up, whatever I need to do, and medicate the fish that way. But these are the first initial steps when the fish get here. We're going to salt them. First we're going to feed them, then we're going to salt them. Everything's eating, very minimal DOA. And we're going to go through and salt the tank and call it a day for today. Start observing tomorrow. I'll have some water changes going, and see if I see anything that requires medication. We also have medicated food, so we may give them a round of medicated food, just preventative maintenance, internal, preventative maintenance, external. There's always something there. Not everything has something, but there's probably something. You know, it's a lot of boxes of fish. I'm sure something came in, and we will kill it. And I think that's going to wrap it up for this video. If you guys have ideas on future videos, please comment below. We will work on making videos you'd like to see. The idea I think I have on the top of my head is maybe a weekly feeding video of one of the species we haven't fed yet. Pick a species off the fish in stock. We could do a weekly feeding video on that, and whichever species gets the most votes, we'll do a video on that. Maybe just an idea. CaliforniaCichlids, this is Joe, shipping all United States. Give me a call, 559-696-2287, and we'll pack them up and ship them to you. We only pack everything that's healthy. If it's not healthy, I'm not putting it in your bag. I'm not putting it in your box. I need long-time repeat customers. I've been doing this a long time. I'm here to stay, not going anywhere.